You're watching Masters in Trading Live with Jonathan Rose.
Hey everybody, it's Jonathan Rose and welcome to Masters in Trading Live. Masters in Trading Live, I get on here 11 a.m. each day the stock market's open. We'll go over the market, we'll go over some trades, we'll share a bunch of information. I got the chat open, I'm really excited. I'm a little tied for words this morning. As you can see, we are live, so when I goof around like this, I can't fix it. So I'm just going to say good morning to everybody. We are having an exceptionally good morning in our overall position. We're going to be talking about that. But more importantly, today is our second day of our earnings classes. I'm going to do 3 days of earnings classes. We started this off yesterday talking about earnings in KTOS. KTOS. We're going to go over that again today, and then we're going to expand in our earnings lessons. But man, guys, before I do that, we are coming off a sensational trade that I'm going to go over, and I'm hoping and I expect you guys in the chat to be celebrating with me today because we had a monster trade. So let's get in it. I appreciate you guys all being here. Without further ado, let's get into these exciting trades. Here we go, guys. We're going to be talking about the smart way to trade earnings. Now, why do I call this the smart way to trade earnings? Because before I started trading like this, I would get my butt whooped trading earnings. In 2011, when I was a market maker on the floor of the Chicago Board Options Exchange, I started asking other professional market makers, guys, I get my butt whooped every time earnings comes around. What are you guys doing? That's where I learned this. Once I learned how to trade earnings in 2011, I've been doing the same exact thing every single earnings season. It's just literally rinse and repeat. And I'm going to walk you through exactly how that works. But before I do, guys, glockenspiels all the way around because we just had a monster trade in MP. I'm going to walk you through this exact trade because it is a special one. So hang tight with me, guys. This is by far the number one trade that we've shared this year. Let me explain the trade to you, okay? The first trade was June 10th. On June 10th, we bet for material for MP to trade lower. It traded lower. Really good trade. We ended up locking in 84%. But then the big trades came because we ended up buying 34 calls and the 37 calls, and we just got out of them 500%. And then today, after the DOD put a big investment in MP, and now Apple is going to invest in MP as well, MP is just off to the moon. And these were just phenomenal trades. So guys, congrats to everybody who hit it, but a couple of that I really want to highlight. DangerCat in our Discord closes for over 1,000%. $800 turns into 9,500. That is a wing dinger, as we like to say. Linda, good morning all. Good morning, Linda. Linda sells her MP 34 calls for 1,200%. Again, that is a freaking awesome trade. I am so happy for you. Don here. Don, he got rid of all his MP, making well over $17,000. And by the way, that's a huge gain for somebody with a small account. That's a huge gain for somebody with a big account. So awesome trades. Way to go, guys. I appreciate the trust. But let's get into the smart way to trade earnings. Again, I've been trading earnings the exact same way since 2011. In 2015, when I started Masters in Trading, I started teaching people how to trade earnings this way, and we've been doing it ever since. Here are the returns from the earnings program. We've had 41 positions. It's consistent. 28 winners. That's close to a 67% success rate. The average time that we hold our trades, about a month, a little bit more than a month. And then the average gain per trade is about 40%. This is why we've been trading earnings the exact same way. That's how you can jump in and join us if you'd like. But let me get into teaching you exactly how and why we trade like this, because it's a goodie. Yesterday's video, I introduced you to KTOS, K-T-O-S. We analyzed the earnings. Here are the earnings. KTOS moves 10% after every earnings on average, right? We did this yesterday. You can go back and watch that video. Right now, KTOS has an expectation of movement of 15.6%. That's expensive, right? That's expensive. So KTOS, thanks, Eric. So KTOS trading at 15.6%, but it only moves about 10%. So KTOS is very, very, very expensive. Let's go over the market maker method, guys. This is how we trade earnings. I'm going to go through another example, and we'll use the example of MP for you guys. So here you go. The first thing we do is you backtest previous earnings announcements. Apple has released earnings 50 times, 100 times. We know how much Apple moves. Step 2, we want to analyze the implied volatility versus the historical movement. Step 3, we're looking for mispriced options. We have tools to help confirm our directional bias or whether we should stay neutral. And then all of these trades, they have limited risk. When we buy options, I teach folks how to buy options. We want to buy options, and we're looking at risking a specific amount. They also offer high potential reward. So again, if I go back to the MP, there's a fixed amount of risk. You can only lose so much. I'm going to get into an example about MP, but I have to stop because the feedback in the community has just been awesome. Mike joined the options challenge, then he joined our advanced notice community, and Roger added this yesterday. Welcome to the greatest trading community in the world. I've been part of this group for 4 months, and my total gain is 3x my all access subscription fee. All access gets you involved with all of our programs, and it's pretty freaking cool. So Roger, great. I'm going to use my glockenspiel again because we are having some fun and making some money. Tom, one of the things that I love about MIT is the creative angle. We want to look at things differently than everybody else. We want to teach people to trade rather than strictly feeding them a particular trade. Very happy with MP. Embrace the creative trader. Why do we say the creative trader? Creative trader just means look at things differently than everybody else. Don't just rely on technicals. Use your brain. Find some creative ways to find great trades. All right, MP. I'm using MP because MP, we just made a whole bucket of money, so might as well analyze MP into earnings. So here we go. What I've done here, guys, is these are the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are the last 8 earnings that MP has released. When it releases earnings, the last earnings, it moved 12%. The time before that, it moved 6%. The time before that, it moved 5%, 13%. It doesn't matter if it's up or down. It doesn't matter because we are playing movement. So look at this. What do we think the average of all these numbers are? Okay, if 9%, is that fair if we just do it off the top of our head? Let's say it's 9%. Let's say it's 9%. So there we could say the last 8 earnings, MP averages a 9% move. So now we want to see, is this expensive or is it inexpensive? How do we do that? You can go right here. This is Thinkorswim, but you can use any platform. 11 is the expectations of movement. 11 divided by the stock price, 58, equals, what is that? About 20%. So right now, right, 58, if it was 60, it'd be 12. It's right about 20%. So right now, and I'm going to rewrite this. Right now, MP moves 9% after earnings. After earnings. Market now is 20%. So the question is, and this is the participation part of our program, is MP expensive or inexpensive? Is MP a good trade going into earnings? Yay or nay? Yes or no? Is MP good value going into earnings? What do you think? I love you guys. You know, glockenspiel for my members, getting this right. It's obnoxiously expensive. It's stupidly expensive. You can use whatever adjective that you want. MP historically moves this much after earnings. Now, yeah, the DOD just placed a huge investment. Yeah, Apple is investing now. So it makes sense why there's so much increased volatility in MP. But right now, right, you guys got it. So everybody, hopefully you guys can read the comments. It's expensive. It's damn expensive. It's way expensive. It's too expensive. So right, we average close to an 8% move or 9% move. It's almost double the value that it should be. And the reason why it's acting like that is because, as we know, MP just had a huge investment from the Department of Defense and from Apple. And so that's why right now the options are extremely expensive. Here's what it looks like on a chart. And that, my friends, is why we covered our long options, because the options pricing is too expensive. No, Richard. No. We are trying to see if it's a good trade for earnings. We are going through the 5,000 different stocks that release earnings 4 times a year. And we're trying to find what's inexpensive because we want to buy a little bit and go for a big return. When you sell options, you're literally risking $5 bills to pick up dimes and nickels. We don't do that. That's not scalable. That's scary. That's what keeps traders up at night. Ken here. Ken made back his July 1st All Access. He joined All Access July 1st. He posted this on July 10th. He made back, I think All Access is $5,000. He was able to make that back in just 10 days. So great job. I am so happy for you guys. Once in a while, the ball really bounces our way. The trade right now is phenomenal. Why is the trade phenomenal? I'll tell you why I think the trade's phenomenal. I think Trump's weaponizing the stock market. I think it's crony capitalism. I think that the names that are on the right side of what Trump wants to do are seeing exponential returns. And those that are on the wrong side, your Apples, your Teslas, those who are not getting on board, those stocks are not where we want to be invested in. This trade is awesome. because Trump is weaponizing the stock market right now. Every time we get on these, I do these free presentations and then I hop off to All Access. In our All Access portion, I'm going to share another stock that Trump's been talking about, also in deep sea mining, just like the metals company TMC and just like MP. This is the next one, and we're going to share that with everybody in our All Access. Guys, I appreciate you coming and hanging out with me so much, and I am so thrilled for everybody who followed our advice, followed our lead, and made a whole bunch of money in these deep sea mining companies. All Access, you guys don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.